Open source AI apps are very powerful these days, but they are a nightmare to install. You need to have the right Python version, install all its dependencies, and despite doing everything right, in the end, the product may still not work. But then there is this app that fixes all of it, and that too for free. It's called Pinokio. Basically, it's an AI app store that lets you install any open source AI app with just one click. The best part, it works on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. By the end of this video, I'll show you exactly how to use this so that you can install any open source AI app, and not just that, you can also access this on your phone over the Wi-Fi. So let's get started. First, go to the official website of Pinokio, which is pinokio.co, and download the installer for your OS. Install it the usual way, then open the app and you will get to see this screen. When Pinokio launches for the first time, the homepage will look blank because you haven't really installed anything yet. Just head over to the Discover tab here on the right. Then you can see all these open source AI apps listed here. All of these are free to install. Just note one thing, these AI apps you install may have hardware requirements, especially the ones which are into video generations. They may depend on GPU acceleration. So in that particular case, if your device has very low specs or if you don't have a GPU, there may be a slight issue while running those sort of apps. Just something that you should keep in mind. Alright, on the Discover page, you will see a full list of apps. Some apps are labeled as verified scripts, meaning they have been verified by Pinokio. Others come from the community and are not verified, so be a little bit careful while installing them. Okay, let's start with installing Whisper, which is an AI speech-to-text app by OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT. Just search for it and then install it. And just a few more clicks and you can see that Pinokio handles everything in the background. You just sit and chill while Pinokio completes the entire setup. Okay, so it's installed now, so let's test this out. I'm going to upload a simple audio file. It's in English, so I'll pick one of the English models and click Generate Subtitle. Whisper will now process the file, read the entire audio and convert it into text all locally on your PC. Okay, now this process has completed. You can very clearly see the transcription over here. Now you can download the SRT file over here. You can also scroll through the text and check how accurate the transcription was. And you know, the best part, as I just said, this all happened for free and locally without any internet. By the way, if you want to see an in-depth review of Whisper on Pinokio, I've created an in-depth walkthrough of that. So you can click on the link in the pinned comment or here on the screen to go and watch that video. All right, let's get back. Once you're done with this part, just go back to the home screen. You'll see the app running with a green indicator next to its name over here. And if you want to stop this app, just click on this stop button and it'll just stop. Now let's try installing something else, and this time we will install it from a GitHub URL. All right, so let's go back to the Discover tab, and instead of selecting an app from the list, we will paste the GitHub URL. In this case, I'm using the GitHub repo for Dia, which is a text-to-speech app. Now, even though Dia is available in the app list, I just wanted to show you how you can use the GitHub option, so I'm trying this out. All right, so just paste the GitHub link, click on install, and rest of the process is more or less similar to how it was before. Pinokio handles everything in the background. You don't need to configure anything. Now it is installed. Let's try this out. So let's check the default sample. Click on generate audio and wait for a few moments and then play it back.
Dia is an open weights text-to-dialogue model.
You get full control over scripts and voices.
Wow, amazing.
Try it now on GitHub or Hugging Face.
Quite honestly, the voice quality isn't that bad. In fact, Dia is considered one of the best open source TTS that is available. You can also provide a reference of your own voice so that it generates the audio in your voice. Once again, once you are done, you can go back and stop the app using the stop button. Okay, now let's look at another useful feature in Pinokio, which is the QR code. On the right side of the interface, you will see this QR code that lets you access Pinokio from any other device on the same Wi-Fi network. So if your main computer has the GPU and the processing power, but you want to use these apps from your laptop or from your phone while sitting elsewhere, you can do that easily. Now, let me show you how. All you need to do is just scan this QR code from your phone and then tap to connect, and it will open the entirety of the Pinokio's interface right on your phone. You can open apps, install apps, stop apps, pretty much everything that you were doing before, but from your phone. Just make sure all your devices are on the same Wi-Fi network, else this is not going to work. Now, coming to the final question, is Pinokio worth it? Pinokio's biggest advantage is its simplicity. All the technical steps that normally overwhelm people, especially the ones with no technical background, are taken care with just one click so that you can focus on installing the AI app and get going with your work. Also, it is free and open source, so you don't really have to pay for anything. But don't forget to look at the hardware specifications that some AI apps may need, because some require a GPU and some don't. But then this is one of the constraints that are there for all open source AI apps, irrespective of the fact if you use Pinokio or not. And finally, be cautious of any script or app that you're installing using Pinokio, because these scripts run system commands in the background which may potentially harm your computer. So I recommend go for the verified scripts or only follow those GitHub repositories that you are sure are from authorized and trusted sources. If this tutorial was helpful to you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.